Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to look at our very first character rework slash buff, for Reverse 1999, and they are going to be having 16 character that's including this buff, okay? And the way they're going to work is they're going to try this buff in one of the game mode, and which is the raid, okay? And then if people give very good positive feedbacks, then they will probably move on and bring this buff to other modes as well. Okay, so it'll become a permanent buff. So without further ado, because there's a bunch of characters to talk about, we'll get right into it, okay? So the first one is Lilia. Okay, so for her kit, change her crit rate, also convert to crit damage. Before we always have problems like, oh no, we cannot build Lilia too much crit rate and it go to waste. No, this eliminates the problem. And secondly is both her skill now do follow-up attack when crit. Okay, before only one of them. And now also on top of that, whenever the follow-up attack quit, she gains a stack buff, okay? And then for each stack will increase her ultimate damage by 75%. So you attack, quit, follow up, and build up this stack, and then bang, ultimate, super strong ultimate. Very good, Lilia, okay? For those who have, give it a try. Centurion, my favorite character. Okay, one of my first 3 starting character, I cannot get to where I am today without Centurion. Yes, Centurion, very interesting because back then her I3 heal required to remove Moxie, and the only way to remove Moxie is by using her ultimate. And it's kind of waste because you use all 5 Moxie and then you only trigger the heal once, right? Now they figure out a way, so each time you use a base attack, Moxie -1 and deal 80% more damage. That's huge, okay? And if it's one target, increase the crit damage by 25% additionally. So remember one of her kick skill, that's one target, right? And on the second one, every time you use the ultimate or critical strike, it gains Moxie back. So it triggers the effects of the minus Moxie, but you gain it back anyway if it quits. With these two combined, you want to give her a crit build, maybe give her the side shoot, but also increase the crit rate, make sure her quit more often, right? On top of that, okay, when every time she looks Moxie, the ally gains 42 stack, okay? And for each stack, increase crit rate and crit damage by 2%. So max of 15 stack, that means 30% for both crit rate and crit damage. So now it turned her into not only a DPS, she can debuff, remember the weakness from her ultimate, and now she also a buffer for the team. Good job. I'm just glad to see my favorite character get buff, and really good buff too. So I'm looking forward to try her. Next is Regulus. Restless Heart, if you play Regulus, you know it's when she AFK for 1 turn, she gains this buff, right? And now also provide +1 AP. At first when I read this, I thought it's +1 Moxie, but it turned out to 1 AP. Okay, I'm not sure how this is going to play out. And then so when she have this buff, the AP +1, but what happened when she uses a skill, the AP is gone. So I'm just confused, so we have to wait and see how this one will work out, but +1 AP is a very powerful effect, so good job. And after casting the Sleepless Rave, that's her ultimate, grant Moxie to adjacent ally. Okay, I just feel this is only okay. It's good to have, but it's a little bit weak. Okay, so that's just maybe there's some combos to go with that, I don't know. But from what I know, from my knowledge, I feel that's kind of weak. I was hoping for something else, but it's okay. Any buff is better than no buff, right? And so let's move on to Juvis. Juvis this is her standard buff, right? Circle of Life, the damage heal, leech lay, the damage deal, right? And then on top of that, now they have additional damage for 100 of Juvis attack. And then this is very interesting because usually other games, right, when someone being petrified, turned to stone, they have some additional nasty effect come with it, like you'll do more damage to them, blah blah blah. Now this one becomes true finally for Juvis. Okay, so 50% penetration rate against target effect by petrify. Knowing how easily she can petrify people, yeah, this is very good. But with the exception of maybe raid bosses, you know, or maybe some harder content where the boss cannot be petrified. It's a little pity that this 15% penetration rate doesn't apply, but yeah, but the rest is powerful because this, remember, this is not only for herself, right? Circle of Life can be applied to all the grass element characters. So Marcus and then the BK. So yeah, remember this is for the team. If you build a team around Juvis, then this buff will be really powerful. So we'll see how it will turn out. And next thing is Eternity. One of my top 3 starting character too. I'm just glad to see she got a buff. And at the start of battle, gains blood immortality right away. That's really helpful. Before you had to take a couple turns to build up the stacks and turn it into this. Now you don't. Back then, it just the damage deal plus 25%, damage heal 25%, and then so now there's 2 additional effects. Okay, the first effect is more HP, max HP, which is good. She needs max HP. After attacking, lose 10% of, see, these 2 work together. So lose 10% of current health and deal additional Genesis damage of 50% of the lost HP. Now this is kind of like Hu Tao idea, right? So the more less health she has, the damage she'll deal more, right? So interesting. We just don't know. The number looks good, but we don't know how big the damage actually it is in practice. So we just have to wait. We'll see what happens, okay? Yeah, there's only one thing I wish they also add is the blood immortality make her immune to all status effect instead just few of them, you know? So I'm just sad to see they didn't do that, but it's still good. I really like the change, okay? Next one, we have Sotheby. And Sotheby, pretty simple. After using ultimate +1 Moxie, wonderful. I assume this one just for herself, okay? Imagine it's +1 Moxie for the whole team. That'll be pretty good. And at the beginning of each round, gain 2 layers of focus poison, you know? It's just like the Isolde's idea. But this one just for herself, okay? She gained the stacks, and then when every time she attacks, she apply additional poison stacks to the enemy. So yeah, it's always good. Building poison stacks faster, it's good for Sotheby and maybe the upcoming unit, you know, Tuesday, you know? So perfect. And next one, we'll move on to Voyager. Starlight Sonata. Inflict an additional stack of confusion to all target. That's her attack, okay, the incantation attack. And so now it apply 1 additional confusion to all enemy on top of the 2 targets that she already had from before. That's with building a lot of confusion stacks, which will help with her ultimate. Okay, so now for every stack of confusion, the crit rate and crit damage of this ultimate will increase by 25%. So you usually can easily go to 2-3 stacks, and then that's like 75%. And then again, she have the built-in crit rate is converted to crit damage now, so that's really good. So you don't have to worry about over stacking the crit rate, right? And so yeah, the damage is huge now. Like her ultimate usually already done a lot of damage. Now I do a lot more. And the only thing I just sad is they are turning her into like DPS like character, and the CC component, it becomes like a minor additional effects. You know, I just feel sad since her character is supposed to be more focused on the CC part. You know, I was hoping to see she got some way to bypass the CC immunity, you know, but okay, maybe that's for the later time. Okay, next we'll move on to Miss New Babel. Okay, Miss New Babel. Oh, I don't know how you pronounce that. Upon entering combat, gain Fang partner. It's the same thing like other characters, you know, because her stack require right here 15 stacks to turn it into the, you know, the max, and then they just max it right away if you have her I3, right? So it's 1 stack, you gain 1 stack of unity stacks, and 2 if Miss New Babel get attacked. So, and then each stack increase the defense by 3%, max of 10, so that's 30 more additional defense on top of whatever she already had, right? So that's really good. And so now a new wave, that's her shield incantation. Now increased by 100% additional reality defense, so the shield becomes thicker. And in addition, consume all focus unity stacks. So whatever you build up here by being attacked, now it turns it into a 3% damage increase per stack. So now she's not only a defense buffer, but an offensive one as well, which is good. More damage is always good. So we'll see how this one turned out. Okay, next one, Calabana. It's interesting to see her get buff because she's not a standard bender. Oh, sorry, I mean now she's a standard bender character. I forgot about that. Okay, so ultimate perfection, that's her ultimate. Now benefit from incantation mine as well. And then this one will also work with her second effect. Okay, upon entering combat, gain the maximum amount of full moon, which increase the incantation. Don't forget, incantation might also work on Perf ultimate now, right? So on top of that, you gain 1 full moon every round, so which is really good. Let's see how she turned out when this buff came. And the next one is one of my favorite characters. I don't expect 6 to get buff. I was expecting Xingming to get buff, right? And then just funny enough, I don't see Xingming here, but I see 6. I was like, you know, I'm not complaining though, don't get me wrong, okay? I love 6. They can give him all the buff, you know, turn him into a god of reverse 1999. I don't care, okay? They can give him as much as you want. Okay, so the first one, let's look at what buff he received, okay? Oh, this is huge. Okay, this is huge. Used to be, if I'm not mistaken, used to be collection debuff 30, 20, 20. And now becomes 50, 40, 40. That's a huge increase. And now the duty, that's his single target buff skill. Now apply 3 buffs instead of 2. Additionally, inside 3 effects, now apply 3 debuff instead of 2 whenever you cast the ultimate. In my mind, every time I use 6, I was like, please, why it's only 2 debuff? You know, it's so slow. Now, and then I guess they heard me somehow, and then they turned this into 3. This is the buff I wish 6 have, is this, you know, so I'm glad to see it, you know, no complaint. Okay, Goten, the shape of bones is now it can stack up to 3 times. So remember, shape of bone is minus 15 reality defense, and then also I think there's something else on top of it, right? Shape of bone, blah blah blah. Where are you? Okay, so yeah, whenever the cursed target get attacked, they receive additional damage. Yeah, that's good. So 3 stacks, much better. Okay, so while the ultimate is active, remember that feel effect, play the flu, blah blah blah. You have and then at the start of each round now, they gain shape of bone for 3 rounds. So instead of only upon cast, now it's every beginning of the turn when the field is active. So that's good improvements. And now this is probably one of the better buff is follow-up attack deals more damage for each of the bone, right? So 3 stacks, yeah, so 75% more damage. That's really good because one of the problem with Goten is his skill doesn't do enough damage, right? Like his follow-up attack. And then now this turned him to maybe more respectable damage, right? If the target has 3 stack of bone, okay, this attack will quit. Okay, so it's guaranteed quit if it's 3 stacks. Oh, so it might be useful in raid now, right? Like since raid usually you just 1 target that you need to focus on, and it's easy to apply 3 stacks on the. Well, we'll see how big of change. Hopefully, turn Goten into a S tier now. Hopefully, you know, we'll see. Next one, the Charlie. Okay, oh, this buff. It's huge for Charlie, okay? Especially for those Charlie lovers. This is good news, okay? So the inside 3, the damage deal bonus increased to 50%. Before it's only 20%. And then on top of that, you have a built-in plus 30% crit rate. You know, back then, Charlie have the issue, not enough crit rate, and then no AoE, right? So now they fixed the problem. So perfect. Next is when attacking, minus 10% max health and deal additional damage based on last health to all enemy after attacking. This turned her into very first character that's AoE attacks on everybody on all 3 skills, right? Like 2 incantation and ultimate. I'm glad to see it. You know, I love AoE, so, and this is the first character that can do AoE attack on all 3 skill. Put a cherry on top. There's at the end of the turn, she recovered 20% of the last health built in. So, oh, this is so perfect. You know, I have her build already, and she's P5 on my account. So I definitely will try her out when this buff arrives. Okay, I can't wait to see it. Next is Bloom Party. Okay, so and Bloom Party is pretty simple. When every time she receives a Bloom, everybody else on the team also gain the same one. So, and then also the Bloom get increased. Okay, so the Party Bloom is the damage increase from, I believe it's 100 to 200, right? So let's see. Party Bloom, yeah, 100 to 200. So the reflect is here. And then the damage reduction increased to 50s. It was 20. So where are you? Okay, so back then it was 25, so 25% more, so which is good. I'm glad to see that. And the Coughing Wheel though, that's her heal skill. And when every time it's rank 2 or rank 3, you gain the Party Bloom, right? And then now on top of that, you gain the Bloom of Innocence. And then don't forget, she gains, the whole team gains the Bloom as well. So 50% damage reduction for whole team. That's for one attack. That's good. Okay, so she's become a more variable. Like since we have Tooth Fairy, we have Fila and Yensei. Like if you have those, you probably won't even use Bloom Party anymore. But now she's more usable. So we'll see. Okay. And next one, BK Bloom also get a buff. Is when every time ally attacks, inflict this weaken debuff, reality defense debuff, and then up to 20 stacks, so that's 20% debuff, that's good, to their target. And if BK attacks the target with 20 stacks, she gains +1 Moxie. Okay, this one sounds good, but the problem, I think it's the 20 stack, way too much. And then I think another big issue is the +1 Moxie, that's a little bit too slow. Yeah, I'm not sure since her attacks is 2 target, so 2 Moxie. Even then, I feel like still too slow. You know, if it's like +4 or +5, you know, then that's a totally different story. But or they reduce the stack to like maybe 5 stacks or something. But I don't know. On paper it sounds too slow for me. A lot of time you finish the round within like what, 2 rounds or even 1 round even, right? We'll see how this one will turn out. Okay, so far I feel it's a little bit underwhelming, but I might be wrong. Okay, next one to the Desert Finale. Is Desert? No, Desert Finale, right? I hope I pronounced it right, but it turned her into basically into a Moxie battery. So let's see. Inside 3 upon entering combat. Now grant all ally plus Moxie for all beast character. And all beast character team will be, so that's like 4, right? Especially in raid, these have 4 character, so 4 Moxie everybody. On top of that, like some character have built in +1, +2 Moxie at the beginning of battle already. So it's almost like UTT Froggy cards, like the Digger card or the Marcus card now, right? You start a battle with full Moxie, so that's pretty good. I really like that idea. But do I going to build her to just for this effects? Maybe not, but we'll see. Okay, so start a battle with full Moxie. That's good. And when ally other than Desert casts ultimate, herself and the position 1, if it's beast, also gain 1 Moxie. This one's okay. Yeah, just cycle the ultimate faster, but same thing with this. I don't think it's fast enough, but good job. Okay, she deserves a good buff. Ego. Okay, I don't know how this one will turn out, but I feel this one's probably one of the best buff. I can't believe it's from a 4-star. Yeah, 4. She's 4-star, right? 4-star character. She got one of the strongest buff, I think. Her ultimate now have a 50% leech rate, so she can self-heal, and penetration rate plus 50%. So additionally, right? So make her ultimate much more powerful. And then on top of that, when other ally cast their ultimate, Eagle casts her ultimate on the primary target as well. So, oh man, I don't know. Maybe they need to change her color now, like change from 4-star to at least a 5-star or even 6-star character. Even I don't know. I just feel like this one might get tuned down after, but we'll see. Okay. I love the idea. I can't wait to try this. I have Eagle too. I didn't build her yet, but maybe I should. With that, we'll end the video here, okay? So, what do you guys think about the buff for all the characters? You know, it's I found pretty impressive. I really like them. And then some changes, I was like, oh, it's really good. It makes the character flow way better, right? So I'm just glad to see a lot of all the characters that maybe we can actually use in the future. It's a dream, you know, come true that we can actually use them again. Maybe, we'll see. Just tell me in the comments below, which buff do you like the most from all these characters? And who else do you want to see? You know, I'm sure there's a couple characters that deserve a buff too, like Xingming I mentioned before. Or like, you know, some other characters too, some cool character. I hope you like the content, okay? If you do, please don't forget to click like and subscribe. I'll be really appreciated. I hope you have a good day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.